Muy buenas figuras, soy 1.94 y hoy estamos aquí en What Remains of Edith Finch, ¿vale? Después de unos 10 mesecitos sin subirlo. Vamos a continuar con esta historia, recordad, no recordaréis porque nadie vio el último vídeo, así de claro. Nadie lo vio, pero a ver, podéis verlo, ¿vale? En mi canal, un vídeo de hace 10 meses, ¿vale? Nos quedamos con que que no entendí nada, ¿vale? Que me convertí como en un pájaro... No, en un pájaro, ya no me acuerdo ni yo, ¿vale? Que me convertí, que no entendí muy bien lo que pasaba, ¿vale? Esto es lo que me pasó en el último episodio. Así que vamos a continuar con este episodio, ¿vale? Recordad que es un juego un poco raro, que es muy bonito y... pues no sé qué más deciros, no me enrollo más, vamos allá, ¿vale? He aparecido aquí, ¿vale? No me acuerdo de dónde estaba ni nada, pero bueno, vamos a abrir la ventana. Vale. Vale, recordad. Oh,
This will
que
be
era.
obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Vale, adoptaron un gato y lo llamaron como la hija pequeña, ¿vale? Que de hecho es la que se convirtió en gato en el último episodio, ¿eh? A ver, mujer. Ahora.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Vale, a ver qué tenemos aquí, ¿eh? Muchas gavias de pajaritos.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Her room was like a museum.
Pues sí, un poco sí, ¿eh?
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Bueno, la bisabuela de baño, ¿no? Parece. Sin sarcasmo.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. And misfortune.
Vale, se supone que puedo pasar. A ver.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
Coño. Pero bueno.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Oh, Dios. ¿Dónde va con toda la casa ese hombre?
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
Joder.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Vale. Hemos votado al principio. No, me he equivocado. ¿Y solo quiero salir? ¿Cómo coño salgo de ahí? Vale. Pero yo quiero salir. A ver. Vale.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Vale, ahí está Odín, otro miembro de la familia que se pone en el himno. Vale. Vamos a ver qué más hay. A ver. Aquí.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
¿Un hombre topo?
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
escrita en 1937 por Edith Finch.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Oh, hombre, o de que va a matar un dragón siempre queda mejor, ¿no?
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Oh, Dios. Muy positivo por la madre no es, coño. A lo mejor
The
baño de la
only trace
historia.
Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Ya te digo, joder. Casi no se nota.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Poco se habla de lo bonito que es este juego, ¿eh? O sea, es muy bonito. O sea, es un raro y eso. Tranquilo.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Estaba pensando, ¿cómo coño me agachaba yo aquí? Esta casa es la repanocha, ¿no? A ver.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
Vuelvo a decir que lo de las letras que cada frase se vaya por un sitio diferente y esto me
I guess my
parece
grandpa didn't
alucinante.
like history any more than my mom did.
Ah, espérate. Ah, huevo, ponía. Calvin, 1950-1961.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Es muy bonito, o sea, no me podéis decir que no. A ver, me puedo enviar.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Joder, qué ánimos.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore he'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think
A ver si voy a salir
Calvin
volando.
always wanted to fly.
Ah, Dios mío. Me voy a ir volando, ¿eh? Lo veis, ¿no?
But that day,
Bueno, voy.
he finally made up his mind to do it.
Ah, Dios mío, que me voy a salir volando.
I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Dios.
Alvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Creo que no voy a
the
venir.
wind hadn't picked up, then
Oh.
maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt.
A ver, estoy
I think he'd
abriendo.
already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
A ver, no sé si tengo la opción de parar, ¿eh? Pero creo que lo voy a hacer. Vale, vamos.
The day he made up his mind to fly,
Adiós.
and he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Pero bueno, ¿qué pasa a esta familia? Vale.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Sí, lo veo. A ver, me voy por aquí. No, la puerta está selladita. Lo he hecho al revés. Hacia otro lado, no, hacia adelante. Pero a ver. Hacia abajo, no. A ver, ¿estamos delante de la mejor casa del mundo? Yo creo que sí, ¿eh?
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
A ver, puedo ir. A ver, ¿por dónde salgo, coño? A ver, voy a abrir por aquí. Por esto vuelvo al pasadizo este, ¿no? Vale, pero si vamos a ir hacia aquí. Y creo que no he estado.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Bárbara. A ver, con guitarra. Las puertas también están selladas. Bárbara Finch.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
(1944-1960)
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been.
Joder, con
But in a
el
lucky
cómic, ¿no?
break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Oh, Dios.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
Tengo que apretar. Pues sí.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
¿Por qué ponía la música de...? Es la música de Halloween, ¿no? De Michael Myers y eso, ¿no?
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Mola muchísimo este juego, la verdad. A ver, tengo que...
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
A ver.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
No vamos bien, ¿eh?
Oh dear!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm
Pues
not
has oído mal.
scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
Adiós.
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Vale, al menos aún llevo la moneda. A ver, tengo que subir, pero... Me fui para la música de Halloween. A ver. Se ha vuelto un poco tenso, ¿no? Esto. Muy tranquilo, pero... ¿Está aquí? Sí, ¿no?
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Bien.
Barb returned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And worried was he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Vale, tengo que irme. ¿Por aquí?
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Sí, pero no ha gritado, ¿eh? Ahora, ¿tengo que salir por la ventana o por aquí? Por la ventana, ¿no?
She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
Vale, pues... ¿Debajo de la cama o típico? ¿Tampoco? ¿Por esa puerta?
Wally's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
Vale, tengo que... Me doy, ¿eh? Me doy. Oh, Dios.
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over
Me voy a
yet.
levantar. ¿Dónde voy? ¿Por la puerta? Aunque Walter aún no lo ha encontrado, ¿no? O tengo que volver a dar recompensas. ¿Estoy yendo a rematarlo?
The
Coño.
hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Procedía del interior de la casa. El susurro. Ah, Dios.
Oh dear.
El grito tampoco, ¿eh?
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life.
Ahí viene.
I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box was all they ever found of her. Her ear.
No.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Dios, se ha vuelto oscuro. Vale,
Edie
vamos a
told me all
dibujar
Barbara
esta
wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Joder, si lo comparamos. Vale, me acabo de guardar. Voy a dejarlo aquí, que al final con la historia de terror esta se me ha alargado. Lo que os decía, recordad que hay algunos capítulos anteriores, ¿vale? Desde hace 10 meses, ¿vale? Así que si queréis verlos tendréis que ir, bueno, buscarlos o ir a la lista de reproducción. Espero que os haya gustado. Voy a continuar porque aunque no lo vea nadie, mola mucho, ¿vale? Así que dadle una oportunidad a este juego y nos vemos en el siguiente vídeo. ¡Hasta pronto, figuras!